Hey everybody, welcome back to Tim Travels. So Beatrice is with me, but my wife is also with me, kind of enjoying a day off. We're walking the last quarter mile. This is right off the Appalachian Trail in Frederick County, Maryland. I'm going to take you out here, show you Annapolis Rocks, which, if you know anything about Maryland, is not that close to Annapolis. But Annapolis is the state capital of Maryland. So we're gonna go out here and you're gonna see a pretty cool view. And just to give you an idea where in Maryland this is, if you've traveled east or west on I-70 between Hagerstown and Frederick, Maryland, this is kind of that area where you climb that mountain, where you climb up South Mountain. That's this area. So, like I said, we're just off the actual Appalachian Trail, or as I like to call it, the hiking superhighway of the East Coast. And this is the caretakers area, because this is a place that lots of people come. And so they have somebody here that lives up here. This is a volunteer, I'm sure, because this is not national park or anything like that. So we'll get down here. Come on, BB. And it's a pretty warm day today. The sun's pretty warm. But there's not, but because these trees are all very mature here in this eastern hardwood forest, we don't have much leaf cover to shade us. So walking up here, and where you start is actually where the AT crosses I-70. And it's right near, it's just a little bit to the east or south, as it were, of the of where that rest area is on I-70. Come on, Missy. All right, we're almost there. We're almost there. I can see the trees opening up a little bit. Here we go, the last 100 yards or so. And by the way, that was like a quarter mile from the trail where I started filming this. But I've been up here many times. I've done a lot of hiking on the AT in Virginia, Maryland, and Pennsylvania mostly. But here's the interesting thing about this. This hike up here is, to that quarter mile point, is 2.2 miles. And it's, I mean, it's not brutal, but it's a little bit of exercise. It's certainly not the toughest section of the AT in Maryland. Even though the AT in Maryland is not super far, it's still not the toughest section. There's some pretty substantial hiking to do. But this is a cool place. Again, it's called Annapolis Rocks. And you're gonna see that we can see quite a ways. Okay, B, don't pull me over the edge, okay? Stay. So, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'm gonna see if I can zoom in here a little bit. But if you see off in the distance, you see some, not the road that's right at the foreground, but the road that's a little bit beyond that. You can see some traffic. That's I-70, just to give you an idea. So I'll zoom back in here. It's a little bit windy today, but it's pretty awesome up here. And obviously in the fall, it's like super cool too. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that little jaunt, and we'll get back with you in a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. So we've come back down the mountain, and you might be able to hear traffic. That's because now we're basically right beside I-70. And if you've driven through here, you might recognize this area. So we're basically going parallel to the road and walking in the direction of eastbound 70, or down the mountain. When we get down here in a second, I'll kind of orient everybody. So you can see the trail behind me. It's, you know, it starts to climb pretty soon after you get out of your car and get over here. But the cool thing about this hike is, you know, if you were kind of stepping out a little bit, it's easily done in 2 hours or less. We went a little bit slower today, but there is a place, and this is right off of US 40, where it crosses 70. So we're actually going to be walking underneath US 40 here in a second. But there is parking for a truck. And, you know, there are some spots that are like lined out, but it's really because, and I've come over here at all different times of the year, but it's really because of all the people that come out here on a weekend. So this is US 40 above my head. And then if you pan out here, that's 70 westbound closest to us, and 70 eastbound on the other side. And just for like planning purposes, if you were to want to stop here with a truck, all you'd have to do is get on 40 north, or excuse me, 40 west out of Frederick, Maryland, or 40 east out of Hagerstown. And I should say that that 40 does run basically parallel to 70. So it's not that big of a diversion. It's a very hilly road, but if you've driven over South Mountain here where we are, you know you got to climb anyway. So behind me, that is a footbridge that you may recognize. And if I were to cross that bridge, then I would be heading south on the AT towards Harper's Ferry, West Virginia. The other interesting thing about South Mountain is, in addition to its prominent part of the geography, or the geography and the geology in this part of Maryland, is that the Battle of South Mountain, which occurred on the 16th of September in 1862. So there was the Battle of South Mountain, the Battle of Crampton's Gap, and the battles of Turner's Gap. So those were precursor battles to the Battle of Antietam, which was fought west of here, near Sharpsburg, Virginia. So you can see there are the markings, and where it says Washington Monument 3 miles to the south along the trail, that doesn't mean the Washington Monument like in DC. That means Washington Monument State Park. And then Annapolis Rocks is where we took you before. And then back behind me, this is just the trail up to the parking lot. So this is kind of a turning point, but go up the trail to the parking lot. Whoops, bee's spinning me around here. And like I said, there's parking up here. So anyway, I hope that's kind of interesting. I like to get out of my truck and do some fun things. I could tell you that there's a Love's in Williams, Arizona, right off of 40 that I've used to go mountain biking. There's actually a national forest right behind the truck stop, and you can go through that fence. It's public property. I've been mountain biking out there. You could hike out there. It's kind of cool. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll catch you back on the road tomorrow. Take it easy. Bye.